So welcome to the next session of our Get Ready module. So this is going to be focusing on graduate opportunities, and thank you again everyone for joining us today. Again, looking at the attendees, it's lovely to see people who have attended quite a few of these sessions, and obviously welcome to those who have just been joining us as well. We're going to be following the standard kind of format, so if you do have any questions, and I can see we already have some there, do feel free to pop them into the Q&A function, and obviously we've got our colleagues that will be able to look into them. We will only be answering questions obviously relating to this session, just because of the sheer number of questions we do have, especially as we do have another session straight after this one. So there's the cross-selling there that I will plug the next session after that, featuring British culture. But you are here to find out more about graduate opportunities, and it's obviously really important that you think about what is the point of your study is to get that graduate level job. So as the job title on the screen there suggests, DT is actually one of our graduates herself, so can talk from first-hand experience about graduating and those opportunities the University of Liverpool will offer. So without further ado, I will hand over to Aditi, and we'll be answering your questions in the background.
Thanks, Andrew. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining this session today. My name is Aditi, and I work within the Careers and Employability team here at the University of Liverpool. My presentation today is about 35 to 40 minutes long, and you'll have an opportunity to ask some questions at the end of the session as well. In today's session, I will be helping you prepare for your future careers by talking a little about graduate career opportunities that you can consider for after you complete your degree programs at the University of Liverpool, and what type of support we can offer you for this. So let's just dive into the session now. As international students, there are several different options that might be open to you for after graduation. You might have already chosen one of the options for graduate careers, or you might still be exploring different career paths. As you can see on the slide here, here are some of your options. Once you complete your degree programs, you can consider staying and working in the UK. So you can really utilize the skills and knowledge that you have gained during your degree program to secure a graduate job in Liverpool or elsewhere in the UK. Or you could potentially decide to find a job in another country. It could be in your home country or in any other different parts of the world. Your degree gives you the skills to do well in different work settings, be it anywhere in the world. So this is a chance to explore new cultures and ways of working, opening doors to a global career. So really your possibilities are wide open. For those with an entrepreneurial spirit, the UK offers the chance to explore enterprise and entrepreneurship. You can seize the opportunity to create and establish your own business in the UK and tap into the vibrant startup ecosystem we have here at Liverpool. You will have full support of our enterprise and entrepreneurship team if you choose to opt for this option. If you're inclined towards academic pursuits, you can also consider going into the world of further study. You can explore options for postgraduate education, both in taught programs and research-oriented paths, to deepen your expertise and contribute to your field through a master's or a PhD program. So whichever path you choose, whether you choose to work where you are, explore in other places, study more, or start something of your own, your degree is like a key that can unlock your countless opportunities. And the key to success really is early preparation, which brings me to my next slide. I understand how it can feel like it is too early to even start to think about graduate careers, since you have probably not even arrived in Liverpool to start your degree. I understand that because I have been in your shoes. If you're looking to make a career in the UK, you would need to understand that things operate slightly differently in the UK job market. In your home country, it might be common to start applying for jobs closer to the time of graduation. That is around the time when you're going to be completing your degree programs. But this is not the case in the UK job market, which is why starting early is key to success. Let's get into more detail about this. Understandably, international students like yourselves may not be too familiar with the UK job market, and it can take some time to navigate your way around it. It is better to get familiar with the UK job market sooner rather than later. And the reason is the recruitment cycle for popular graduate schemes with some of the biggest employers can start quite early. And by early, I mean they can start almost a year in advance of the actual start date. So for example, a graduate scheme with a big company like Deloitte or EY will start their recruitment in September or October 2023 for the actual start date of autumn 2024. So that's a year's gap in between. This piece of information is especially important for international students who are coming to study a one-year postgraduate program and are looking to stay and work in the UK after completing their postgraduate degrees. This is not to say that this is the only way to get a graduate role in the UK for after completion of your studies. This autumn period, let's just say roughly starting from September, October till November, is just the peak period for graduate scheme recruitment. There's another cycle that typically starts around February, and there are also a number of graduate roles that are advertised at various times in the year. For example, I was also an international postgraduate student here at the University of Liverpool, and I found my job closer to completion of my studies, so around June, which is outside of this typical recruitment cycle. However, if you do want to maximize your chances of success, it is worth preparing yourself in advance. At Liverpool, we understand that international students face challenges when finding employment in the UK, and we have introduced a set of valuable digital resources and tools that are tailored for our international students at the University of Liverpool. So these resources are designed to support your journey towards a successful graduate career in the UK. Let's start by understanding more about Student Circus and eCareers Grad. So Student Circus is an exclusive job search platform for our international students. This tool simplifies your job hunt by connecting you with employers offering visa sponsorships in the UK through the skilled worker visa route. This means that you can apply to companies which are actively seeking to hire international talent, saving you time and effort. eCareers Grad is also a digital resource that will equip you with the skills needed for competitive graduate job and internship applications in the UK. One of its standout cores is Target the Right UK Employer, which provides insights into employers who sponsor international students for skilled worker visa. So basically, you will get a better understanding of who are those UK employers who are international friendly, who offer a visa sponsorship to international students and graduates. This course also has guides on application strategies, working visa options, and advice from other fellow international students. These resources are all tailored to boost your employability and streamline your path to a successful and rewarding career in the UK. There are various other resources as well, like Handshake and Hired, which are our two other careers platforms that we partner with, which you will be able to use to help you in finding opportunities in the UK and effectively applying to them. I'm sure you all have seen the pre-arrival Canvas module, so we would have something similar for the upcoming academic year, where we will keep adding activities for international students to get involved in. We also have some workshops and events that are tailored specifically for our international student community to help you enhance your employability in the UK. The first one is a CV workshop for international students. Crafting a standout CV is crucial, and this workshop will offer you insights to help you create a CV that showcases your unique skills and experiences. Next up, we have a session on navigating the UK job market by Student Circus. This event will help you in understanding the intricacies of the job landscape in the UK, ensuring you're well prepared to embark your career path in the UK job market. If you're looking to gain the most out of all of these tailored international resources I mentioned, we also run a workshop session that is designed to guide you through our range of resources, ensuring you know how to access and utilize them to their fullest potential. The Graduate Route Visa session by the International Advice and Guidance team is a must attend. It provides valuable insights into the Graduate Route Visa, helping you understand the process and requirements for staying and working in the UK after your studies on this particular visa route. And lastly, we have the International Students Target the Right UK Employer workshop by eCareersGrad. This workshop arms you with insights into employers who sponsor international students for skilled worker visas, helping you strategically approach your job search. These events will provide valuable insights, practical tips, and essential information to help you make the most out of your time here. So be sure to sign up for these events when you see them and come along to these workshops. In order to help you prepare, I'd like to touch upon some essential strategies for your career success in the UK job market. First, remember that early preparation and applications are key. Starting early gives you an edge in securing opportunities, and this is true for both part-time and full-time jobs. A lot of the organizations start their recruitment early, so be sure to apply to them in time and to not miss out. Transferable skills really matter in the UK job market. Make sure to pick relevant transferable skills from the job description and highlight those skills that match the jobs on your applications and CVs to ensure that you have a good chance of progressing to that next stage in the selection process. Networking is your friend. Meeting and connecting with people can open doors you didn't even know existed. Network with personal contacts, employees at organizations that you're interested in working for using LinkedIn, people you meet at careers fairs, faculty members, career staff, and anywhere else. It will really help in building those professional connections that you need in the job market today. When applying, remember to create tailored applications always for each role and organization. This shows that you're genuinely interested in the role and makes your application stand apart, helping you improve your chances of selection in a competitive job market. Get involved in experiences that enrich your CVs and applications. Be it part-time job, internship, or extracurricular activities, it can really set you apart from the crowd if you're involved in these type of activities. And most importantly, don't hesitate to get support. The Career Studio is here to help you every step of the way. Reach out to us when you need guidance, be it exploring different graduate job options or actually making those applications. Our career coaches will be able to support you with all sorts of career-related queries. Here's a success story of an international student at the University of Liverpool who went on to pursue a successful graduate career in the UK. Abhilash is an international graduate who completed his studies in 2022. He studied a postgraduate program in business analytics and big data and is now working as a junior business analyst at Capita PLC Group. It was very interesting to speak to Abhilash about his journey of finding this graduate role. He mentioned that it was actually quite difficult at first to understand how the recruitment process works in the UK, and it can understandably take some amount of time to understand that. So some of the advice that he offered for our current students was all along the lines of challenging yourself and getting out of your comfort zones in order to adapt properly to a new culture and to make friends. Advice that definitely resonates with me as a former international student. I've added a QR code on the screen here, so feel free to scan it to read more about Abhilash's graduate story. Postgraduate studies can offer an exciting path forward. After finishing your degrees at the University of Liverpool, there's more further study options to explore. You can go for a postgraduate degree like a master's after your bachelor's or a PhD degree after your master's program. And if you were to choose this, we're here to help you. Our team, along with the English Language Center, offers custom support for crafting strong personal statements for postgraduate study applications. Through Handshake, you will also be able to access tailored resources that will talk you through the different types of postgraduate study options. This resource can help you identify things you need to consider in your decision-making and where to find postgraduate opportunities and funding. In addition, our career coaches are ready to help you. They're equipped to help you explore a range of postgraduate degree options, offering insights that match your unique interests and aspirations. So your academic journey doesn't need to conclude with your current degree. Postgraduate studies can open doors to deeper knowledge and enhanced career prospects. And at Liverpool, we are dedicated to assisting you as you consider and embark on this exciting new chapter of your academic pursuits, if you were to pick this as a potential career prospect for yourself. Here's another international student's success story from the University of Liverpool. Luisa is an international student from Portugal who shares her inspiring journey to postgraduate studies at the University of Liverpool. Luisa's journey showcases the possibilities that await you after your degree programs at Liverpool, and her experience sheds light on how taking proactive steps can lead to remarkable further study opportunities. Luisa completed her undergraduate degree in genetics in July 2019, right here at the University of Liverpool, and she's currently pursuing her PhD in cancer biology at the ISMIB Institute, which is a part of the University of Liverpool. Luisa's valuable advice for other students who are looking to do postgraduate study is to start exploring funded PhD programs early, especially during the final semester when these opportunities are advertised heavily. If you're looking for more information into Luisa's path to postgraduate studies, feel free to scan the QR code on the screen and read her success story on our webpage. A significant number of you may be considering to go back to your home country after completion of your studies at Liverpool and starting your graduate career in your home country. Or you may also be considering to move to a third country, which is not the UK or your home country. Working abroad can be a life-changing experience. You can get the opportunity to experience a completely different culture, learn a new language, and most importantly, boost your employability significantly. And if you do plan on working abroad, you will have plenty of support available here at the University of Liverpool's Careers and Employability team. At the Career Studio, you would be able to explore the different types of job opportunities available in the country of your interest, whether it is graduate jobs or summer jobs or voluntary work or even internships, and what is the best way to go about finding these opportunities. Along with this, you would also gain an understanding of the kind of language requirements that may be applicable, visa requirements in place, skills shortages in those countries that you could potentially capitalize on, major companies in that country, popular graduate roles in that country, and tips on how to secure a job at your preferred graduate destination. We also host events where we invite few employers on campus for panel discussions, which are all around the topic of constructing an international career as a student, where students are able to gain an understanding about how they could pursue an international career for themselves. The panelists offer their insights on things like how to prepare for a foreign country's recruitment and selection process, how to adjust to a working environment in a different cultural context, which you're not too familiar with, and the benefits of having an international work experience on your CV. There are diverse career paths that international graduates can take up after completing their studies. Let's hear about the journeys of two international graduates from the University of Liverpool, who are prime examples of how our graduates not only succeed on a global scale, but also make a significant contribution in their respective fields. Meet Shraddha Agarwal, who is from India. she successfully completed her master's program in management here at the University of Liverpool. Shraddha returned to her home country and is currently employed at Celthi, which is a healthcare development company. Shraddha highlights that the comprehensive training and education that she got as part of her program has been invaluable in securing her current role. Adolphus, another graduate who pursued a PhD here at the University of Liverpool, completed his studies and returned back to his home country in Singapore. Adolphus is now working as a research fellow at the Singapore Nuclear Research and Safety Initiatives, which is a part of the National University of Singapore. These stories showcase the diverse paths that international graduates take after their studies. Both Shraddha and Adolphus exemplify how University of Liverpool graduates can excel globally, making a significant impact in their respective fields. Be it for a graduate role or a part-time job, understanding the application and selection process is important. In the UK, this process generally works in multiple stages. While each journey for every role or organization would be different, let's start to explore and understand the most typical stages for both part-time and full-time applications. A CV, usually limited to about 2 sides of an A4 sheet, serves as a showcase of your achievements, skills, and experiences. Skillfully tailoring your CV can significantly enhance your chances of moving forward in the selection process. Fortunately, our dedicated career coaches and the resources available through Handshake are here to provide you with essential guidance on how to create CVs that make a lasting impact. In the application process, a cover letter serves as a valuable addition to your CV. It introduces you to potential employers and adds depth to your application. With the guidance of our experienced career coaches and the resources available through Handshake again, you'll gain insights and techniques for crafting cover letters that not only introduce you effectively to an employer, but also enhance the overall strength of your application. In some cases, you'll encounter online application form as an alternative to CVs and cover letters. These forms are designed to capture essential information about you, just in a more standardized manner. Our career coaches and other resources that are available offer valuable guidance to navigate these online application forms effectively. By mastering this process, you'll present your qualifications and experiences in a way that aligns seamlessly with the requirements of the role, maximizing your chances of making a strong impression to a recruiter. As part of the application journey, you might encounter online psychometric tests, which are becoming increasingly common. These assessments are used to gauge your skills and personality traits. Our accomplished career coaches and the resources available through Handshake are again here to offer insight and support as you navigate these tests. By leveraging their expertise, you can approach psychometric tests with confidence, showcasing your abilities and personality traits effectively to potential employers. Another important step in the application process is the assessment center. Now, coming from India, I had no idea about what assessment centers were, because this is quite unique to the UK job market. These sessions are designed to evaluate a range of skills that are essential for the specific role you're applying for. With the guidance of our career coaches and the resources available on Handshake again, you'll be able to prepare yourself well in how to excel these assessment center activities. By leveraging this support, you can confidently demonstrate the diverse skills required for the role, enhancing your prospects of success during the assessment center stage. Moving ahead in the process, interview plays a crucial role, and there are 2 common formats that you'd encounter quite often. Video interview, again, which is becoming increasingly common, is a remote assessment conducted through video conferencing platforms. It allows employers to gauge job applicants' qualifications and potential without requiring physical presence. Face-to-face interviews is, again, a traditional in-person interaction where you directly engage with interviewers. It's an opportunity to showcase your qualifications and suitability for the role. For each of these stages, there is support available at the Career Studio, be it at any point or at every point of this application and selection stage. You can reach out to the Career Studio team and they would be able to support you with every aspect of the application and selection process. If you're looking to prepare yourself ahead, let's dive into some essential strategies for navigating the selection process effectively. Tailored applications. I cannot emphasize on this enough, but it is vital to customize your application to each job. Highlight your skills, values, and relevant experience to increase your chances of success in the application process. The STAR method. When applying in the UK, align your skills with the person's specification using this STAR method. So STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. This structured approach can enhance the impact of your applications. And there is an elaborate section on the STAR method that I've added on the Canvas module. So please be sure to have a look at it if you're looking for more information on this. Highlight transferable skills. Showcase soft transferable skills as part of your applications. This helps you show your relevance and ability to contribute effectively to the role that you're applying for. And lastly, be sure to get support. Remember that support is available at the Career Studio always. So tap into this resource for guidance at every stage of your application journey. These strategies are designed to improve your approach to the selection process by tailoring your applications, mastering the STAR method, emphasizing relevant transferable skills, and seeking guidance when you need it. You position yourself for success for getting selected for a graduate job role of your choice. At Liverpool, we are quite tech savvy, so we make use of a lot of digital tools. You can, of course, use it in your own time, but even when you do come into the Career Studio for a chat with a career coach, you might find yourself using a lot of these resources with the career coach in an interaction. We do have a ton, but I've just mentioned 3 or 4 here that relate to only application support. You might know that big graduate employers might ask you to submit a CV as part of their application process. These CVs will most likely be checked by an ATS system, which is called an application tracking system, rather than an actual human being. CV 360 is a tool that is able to help you in creating a CV that is ATS friendly. CV 360 will mark your CV in exactly the same way as the ATS system will, boosting your chances of getting through the first stage of the recruitment process. When you do arrive in Liverpool, be sure to use CV 360, which is essentially this AI-powered CV checker, which is available to use for all University of Liverpool students. Like I mentioned previously, a lot of employers will have some type of online psychometric assessment as part of their selection process. Oftentimes, you will get only one chance to attend and pass this online test set by the employer. Luckily, there is another digital tool called Graduates First that can help you with practicing for these type of assessments. Using Graduate First, you will be able to practice free online psychometric tests and get some feedback on your performance. So again, I would really recommend using this particular tool before attempting to do any actual online assessment for a graduate application that you're applying for, to get some practice in before and give your best performance in the actual test. Increasing number of employers are now doing video interviews as part of the assessment, which is almost like a first interview stage. Like I explained in the previous slide, you would have to basically record your answers as part of this. Again, you only get one chance to perform well in it. and move on to the final stage of the selection process. And you really don't want your first ever attempt at video interview to be the final thing. So with Shortlist Me, you will be able to practice these type of video interviews and get instant actionable feedback. So with Shortlist Me, be sure to sign up to it once you have your Liverpool email addresses. And you can also come into the Career Studio and develop your interview skills with a career coach and gain confidence to perform well in interviews using our VR confidence labs as well. More generally, if you need any support with any of the application stages for a graduate job application, just drop into the Career Studio and we will be able to support you with it. We can help you in improving your CV, give guidance on how to get started with creating a CV and how to write an effective cover letter, tips to perform well in an assessment center, or even a mock interview. The approach in the Career Studio is that you work with a career coach in a co-exploratory environment. You will be the one leading the interaction in a chat with a career coach, and a career coach will be there to provide expertise and support to you throughout that interaction. So here's just some top tips on how you can make the most out of your Career Studio visit. When you do come in for a query, if you want to make the most out of your visit, be sure to get some draft applications with you, and it doesn't have to be the perfect version. So for example, if you have a job in mind that you would like to apply to, it's always better to get a draft CV or a draft cover letter or draft answers for your application form, almost as a starting point in an interaction. A career coach will then be able to look at that draft and give you more feedback on how you can make it better. I'd also recommend that you always do use the digital tools that I've mentioned in the previous slide before or after having an interaction with a career coach, and always make sure to check out the relevant handshake resources that relate to your query. And lastly, please make sure you do access this Liverpool Welcome Get Ready module. In the Careers and Employability section of this module, we have added a lot of useful content and resources for you to get started on preparing yourself for your employability journey in Liverpool. Be it making applications or finding part-time jobs or full-time jobs, you will find some initial support and preparation on this module. There's also an interactive element which you can complete and get badges for yourself at the end of it. Most importantly, if you're interested in enterprise opportunities in the UK, I've not covered that bit in my presentations today, but there is a video on this Canvas module, which is made by someone on the enterprise team. So please do have a look at it if you want more details of our enterprise offer. So yeah, if you've got the time for it and you're looking to be more proactive and get prepared, please make sure you access this Canvas module. It won't really take that much time either to go through the entire bit. And lastly, these are the big wider events that the Careers and Employability team is hosting for this semester. So make sure you add these dates to your diary and come along to these on-campus events. The first one is Part-Time Jobs Fair, which is on the Wednesday of Welcome Week, so 20th of September. Then Employability Day on the 5th of October, where we will have a lot of events planned. And lastly, the big one is the Careers Fair on the 18th of October. Apart from these, throughout the first semester, there will be tailored events specifically for international students. So keep an eye out for invites and registration links to all of them. You will be communicated about these through your student email address or the Canvas page that I mentioned before. Right, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you found this information helpful for yourself. I'm happy to take some questions now if you have any for me.
Thank you very much, Aditi, for all that information. So I know there's been obviously plenty of questions there that have been going on in the background. So we've been typing many of them over to you, but obviously we've still got time for a few there. So we've got about 5-10 minutes for questions if anyone has anything that you would like there. We will apologise in advance as well, because we've got a few screens that we've got here, so we can be looking at a few different ways. But the most important thing, obviously, to say before we start answering those questions is thank you very much for all of your time, whether you're watching this live now, at any part of the day that is, wherever you are, or obviously if you're watching this on our on-demand content. The recording of this will be going up onto our Canvas page shortly. So thank you very much for that. And the final bit is, obviously, if you do have time, starting in about 20 minutes time, we also have our next session, Exploring British Cultures. So thank you very much. And obviously, thank you, Aditi, for your time as well.